Smart for Dad. Now it's time for Oh So Smart for the Foodie. So many of us out there are into food, and why not?
Any segment involving eating, I'm like, I'll do it.
I'm in.
Especially if I get to test, which I did.
Yes, quite heavily, I hope, because this stuff looks good. So where do you want to start?
Well, okay, so I scoured the web, and from the last time I did this segment, we actually had a ton of viewers email and tweet about some of their everyday solutions for the kitchen.
Good.
So I pulled together some of my favorites. Now, actually, I want to bring you over here for a second. Let's get close and cozy.
Let's do it.
Cherry tomatoes. How would you go about slicing those babies?
I would do.
Show me your skill.
Done.
Okay, and that took like 2 seconds or so.
Yeah.
So times however many are on this plate.
For sure.
Here we go. This is gonna save you time and change your life in the kitchen. You wash all your cherry tomatoes, you put them down on a plate. You put a second plate on top.
Yeah.
In the slit in between, you're gonna run your knife.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh,
bam.
My goodness, look at it. That's so smart.
Right?
I thought you were gonna smush it or something.
Well, you can do that too if you're doing the guacamole.
Is smart.
So this, you just slide them into your salad and you are good to go.
That is very smart. That's from a viewer, huh?
Well, that was actually online. I found this one. But this was a viewer.
Okay.
This is one that I've actually seen what some of the chefs do on Cityline before, and I think is brilliant, and I actually do this at home. And this is preserving your herbs in the freezer, but having them ready to go and ready to cook by using ice cube trays.
Smart.
So what I heard from the viewer is she actually preserves them not in water or in oil, but in chicken broth. Which I thought was also very smart, and putting a little scoop of garlic in as well. So you pop these off, your tarragon, your rosemary, whatever, you throw that in your pan before you cook.
Very smart. It gives it flavor. It's ready to go in whatever you need it for.
In a stew, in a canned soup, this will just like kick it up a notch, right?
Nice.
But what I love using my ice cube trays for is actually, and this is the best time of year, I really enjoy a lovely iced coffee.
Yes.
But what I don't enjoy is how they get diluted with the ice in them. They like, you know, you really need that strong caffeine.
They're watery by the time you get to the bottom.
It's true. So anytime you have leftover coffee in your coffee pot, pour that into an ice cube tray, just fill her up. What you can do if you're going to be entertaining over the summer is make it a little extra jazzy and pretty by throwing in some coffee beans.
So smart.
So they float, and I've picked, you can probably smell them. These are Irish cream ones. They smell delish.
I would just eat that. Like, I love coffee so much.
Totally. And then you end up with these goodies. Now, this is my personal little favorite treat. I load this sucker up with a bunch of these. Then I pour in some almond milk, vanilla almond milk on top.
Are you awake for a really long time after this?
It is delicious. Look at that.
Looks good.
For the summer. And it looks so pretty with the coffee beans inside
That looks really good. You know what else? That's actually like low-cal, good for you drink. It's just coffee, almond milk. It's good.
So let's transition to the non-low-cal.
Yeah,
we're going to balance it out. So when you're baking cookies, I'm a big fan of the tubed cookie. I'm just going to admit it. We're going to do these with with muffin trays.
Okay.
So, but what we're going to do is flip them over. Right? So look at this little secret stash I've got underneath here. If you put a blob of dough on top of your muffin tray,
you get a cup.
You just put a little blob, and literally you're just going to gently push it on top. As it bakes, it's going to slide down and create these little cookie cups. And how fun are these for entertaining with fresh fruit or ice cream?
Smart.
Smart. Right?
I love that. You can fill that up with whatever. A little creme fraiche, whatever you want. Or you can just eat it.
Just eat them.
It's like a cup of cookie. That's great.
Now, this is just something really, it actually made me laugh. So I'm a big pad thai fan.
Yeah.
And I saw this online, and I went for pad thai on the weekend. And I said to the man who made it for me and gave it to me in the little box, I said, did you know I saw online that you can turn these containers into a plate? And he looked at me and said, yeah. Like I was the first, like clearly I was not bright that I didn't realize this. But I did realize it. If you take the handle off, this little baby opens up and you unfold it, and ta-da, you can eat right out of the container.
Are they all like this?
All of the ones that are for wet food.
Yeah.
They all do this.
I didn't know that. So if you don't want to eat it in a little container, you can eat it like this.
Right.
Very cute.
For serving. If
with a knife and a fork or like this.
Exactly, right? Now that's the smart part.
That's so smart.
It's efficient, time efficient.
I love it. Really great ideas, LA. Let's go to break. More coming up.